The air in the high mountains of Norway was thick with the scent of damp earth and ancient pine, clinging to the mist that swirled like a living shroud. Elias, a man whose life was largely defined by the quiet solitude of the trails, had spent the better part of the morning ascending a less trodden path, drawn by the distant rumble of a powerful waterfall. The mist was particularly dense here, muffling the world, turning the familiar landscape into something ethereal, almost dreamlike. He paused, resting his hand on a moss-covered boulder, taking in the raw, untamed beauty. It was then, through the swirling veil, that he heard it, a whisper of sound carried on the cool breeze. Laughter, high-pitched, crystalline, and utterly out of place. It was a sound that didn't belong to the wind, nor to the distant roar of the falling water, nor to any creature of the wild he knew. It was distinctly human, yet impossibly light, like bells chiming in the depths of a hidden glade. Elias frowned, tilting his head. He was deep in the wilderness, miles from the nearest village or even another hiker. He dismissed it at first, perhaps a trick of the mist, a lingering echo from some distant farm. But then it came again, clearer this time, a playful giggle that seemed to wrap around him, drawing him deeper into the mystery. It wasn't menacing, not at all. It was inviting, filled with a joyful innocence that pricked at his curiosity. He felt an inexplicable pull, a subtle urge to follow the sound. His path had been leading him towards the waterfall, and the laughter seemed to emanate from its base, somewhere just beyond the densest part of the mist. He adjusted his pack, his heart quickening, not with fear, but with a sense of wonder. This was the kind of moment, he thought, that hikers truly lived for. The unexpected, the untouched, the story that would become a part of him. He veered off the faint trail, pushing through damp ferns and navigating slippery stones. The laughter grew stronger, more distinct, as if beckoning him forward. He could almost discern individual voices now, a chorus of mirth echoing through the damp air. The roar of the waterfall intensified, a deafening background symphony that somehow didn't diminish the clarity of the unseen amusement. And then, as suddenly as if a curtain had been drawn aside, the mist parted. He stood on a small, mossy clearing, just meters from the thunderous base of the waterfall. Water crashed into a foaming pool below, sending spray high into the air, catching the faint light in shimmering rainbows. But it wasn't the waterfall that held his gaze. There, in the center of the clearing, small figures danced. They were lithe and graceful, their movements impossibly fluid, weaving in a circle. Their hair, long and fair, seemed spun from moonlight, and their faces, though glimpsed through the shifting spray, held an ancient, knowing beauty. They seemed barely taller than children, yet possessed an ageless aura. They wore simple garments of forest green and earthy brown, blending almost seamlessly with the natural world around them. The laughter, he realized, was theirs. It was pure, unburdened joy, a sound that resonated deep within him. He watched, captivated, completely forgotten to the world beyond this hidden glade. His mind struggled to categorize them. Children? No. Too ancient. Spirits? Perhaps. He felt no fear, only a profound sense of privilege of witnessing something truly extraordinary. As one of the figures spun, her back briefly turned towards him, a flicker caught his eye. A slight, almost imperceptible movement beneath her moss-green skirt. A tail. Long, slender, and covered in what looked like fine gray fur, swishing gently with her dance. His breath caught in his throat. The Huldra, the beautiful, forest-dwelling beings of Norwegian folklore, known for their enchanting songs, their alluring beauty, and their cow-like tails, which they tried to hide. It was a legend, of course, a children's story, but standing there, bathed in the spray of the waterfall, witnessing their dance, it felt undeniably real. A wave of awe, mixed with a prickle of unease, washed over him. He wanted to step closer, to lose himself in their timeless dance. Yet a part of him also wanted to retreat, to respect the sanctity of this hidden moment, to leave them undisturbed. He tried to take a step, forward then back. Nothing. His feet wouldn't move, not rooted by mud nor caught on a stone. It was as if an invisible force held him, gentle yet unyielding. He tried again, pushing against the ground, straining. His legs remained immobile, his boots seemingly fused to the mossy earth. The Huldra continued their dance, their laughter echoing through the clearing, oblivious to his struggle, or perhaps entirely aware. A chill that wasn't from the mountain air, but from a deeper understanding, crept up his spine. This wasn't a choice he was making, it was a choice that had been made for him. The legend spoke of those who stumbled upon the Huldra, those who were drawn into their world, sometimes never to return. They had chosen. He stood there, a silent observer in a realm that was no longer quite his own. The laughter continued, wrapping around him, no longer just a sound, but a feeling, an embrace. He was part of their circle now, an unwitting participant in their eternal dance. The world outside, the path he had been on, the life he had known, seemed to recede, fading like the mist from a dream. He was simply here in the heart of the waterfall's roar with the Huldra. This story of Elias, caught between two worlds in the misty Norwegian wilderness, reminds us of the profound mystery that still permeates our world, even in an age of maps and satellites. Sometimes, the most beautiful encounters are also the most unexpected, and they can leave us changed in ways we never anticipated. Perhaps in the deep heart of Norway, some paths lead not onward, but inward, into the timeless embrace of the land itself. Have you ever stumbled upon a place that felt enchanted, or had an experience that defied explanation? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey into the mystical, remember to subscribe for more tales that explore the hidden corners of our world. Until next time, keep exploring and stay open to the magic that might be just beyond the mist.